Morning, Sarah.
Hey, hey.
Please introduce yourself. Let me know who you are, and also mention where are we?
Okay, today we are in Costa Rica, beautiful Playa Hermosa. There's about 5 or 10 Playa Hermosas here in the country. I'm exaggerating a little. But this is Playa Hermosa in the Central Pacific, just 10 minutes south of the town of Jaco.
Okay, and what is it that you do?
Okay, so what I do is I help people with relocating or scouting trips. So people that are considering moving to Costa Rica, who want to come down, check out the country, check out areas, but also those who actually do take that big first step and saying, okay, I'm going to go ahead and move. So organizing all the different logistics that go into a move to bring it together smoothly.
Okay, so that being said, say I was a Canadian or American, which are mainly the people on this channel, and they are looking to relocate. What are the steps after they reach out to you?
Oh, okay. So if they're going to reach out to me and actually go on with the process?
Yeah.
All right. Well, what we do whenever someone's going to relocate is we onboard them into our program. And what that looks like is we start with an 1.5 to 2 hour call. And I know it sounds kind of intensive, but what we're really doing during that call is really getting to know the person, their family, their whole situation of their relocation. We're creating their month-to-month timeline, talking to them and explaining each and every logistic of the move, helping them make decisions on these logistics, connecting them to reputable professionals, and then laying everything out in a very clear month-to-month timeline that we all follow. And so that, we all follow so that when the time comes to that move date, it all comes together perfectly.
Perfectly.
And
Cool.
then we're here for after, because once you get here, you're going to go, okay, well, now what? So we're here for the now what, too.
Okay, so what does that now what look like?
Well, the now what is, okay, now we're here in Costa Rica. What is my day-to-day going to be like? Where do I get my food? How do I get my mail? What do I do with my phones? Just learning how do I integrate into my new culture? How do I advance faster in learning Spanish? So those are a lot of the now what's, or just more things that are just going to come up that maybe the person didn't really think about that's involved with relocating to another country.
What are some of the main questions people ask you?
For relocation in general?
Yes.
So I get a lot of questions on the residency categories. Those are really important to know. I would recommend if you do plan to move abroad to another country and you really have it in your mind that you want to be there, maybe really put roots down long term, know the residency categories and know if you qualify, because that's important. I have people asking me a lot about healthcare, so what healthcare options are available? How is the healthcare? I work with a lot of families with kids as well, so they want to know about education. So, what education options are available and where, types of community, how to buy a car, again, what insurance should someone have? How is banking going to work for them? How do they bring their pets? Most people that we work with are bringing their pets. Are they going to ship? So should you ship? What should you ship? How should you pack? All those different things.
Basically, you are a turnkey for one-stop shop.
Exactly. Where are you going to live? Your rental, real estate, all of those things.
You do it all.
All of it.
Okay, so any other questions that people ask you? Think of some of the top questions that you always get. Is it safe?
Safety's a big one. Yeah, is it safe? Budgeting, cost of living questions. So how can I live more on a budget in Costa Rica? Or how should I be expecting to adjust my lifestyle to the culture?
Yep. And talking about relocation obviously depends on the areas of Costa Rica. You work in a lot of different areas?
We work the whole country. So we do relocate. I've relocated people over the Caribbean, up to Guanacaste, almost, all the way down and into Panama, and really all areas of the country.
And this area specifically, world renowned for surfing, correct?
Yeah, so, this beach that we're walking on right now is definitely a world-renowned, surfers beach. So not one that I would come and swim in, but if you do want, really good surfing, then this is the beach that you want to come to. If you want to watch surfers getting here first thing in the morning, you'll see a lot of really good talent out here.
And also, so now that being said, there's lots to do in this area. Cost of living. So I know it's probably considerably cheaper here, Jaco, versus Guanacaste.
Yes, I would say definitely a little bit more reasonable cost of living. So in terms of, let's say, real estate prices, if you want to buy, rental prices. If you want to rent, your butt can go a little bit further here, but you're still in a beach town with a lot of amenities. And you're really just an hour and a half from the main capital city of San Jose and the airport. So that makes it really convenient. You have everything. You have so many free activities to do too. When I think about it, I can walk out my door and go do so much for free that I love. So it also just comes down to lifestyle too.
That being said, lifestyle. So now we're in the coastal communities. A lot of people tend to gravitate towards the beaches, but sometimes it's too hot for everybody. I know what are some other popular areas in Costa Rica that people are relocating to?
Okay, one of my most popular areas, if it's not going to be the beach, it's going to be the Central Valley. So that's anything that's like in and outside of the capital city of San Jose. And the reason why it's so popular is because in most locations, people are, 15 minutes to an hour from the international airport. They're 15 minutes to an hour from really amazing, private or public hospitals, so very good health care. The temperature is also way more manageable, so a lot of people don't like this. I mean, I'm sweaty, right? It's hot. The sun's like right there all the time. Not all the time, but some people, this isn't what they want for their day to day. And so a lot of people want that more springtime climate, and you can find that up there. So you can find access to all types of amenities, like bigger shopping or just everything that the country truly has to offer, you can find there. So a lot of people like to live a little bit closer to those things. And then if they want to, be by the beach, they can drive an hour, hour and a half and be at the beach for the weekend or a day.
Amazing. So now if people are wanting to relocate, take that next step to move to Costa Rica, how do they get in contact with you?
All right. Well, people can go to my website, relocatenowcostarica.com. There's a link there if you want to set up a call, but I really do prefer that if someone sets up a call, it's because they're ready to take action. So you're ready to take a step towards planning a scouting trip or your actual relocation. You can also email me with questions. Always happy to answer questions via email.
Okay, amazing. Thank you.
Thanks.
High five.
Hey.